October 31st matchup. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Center Rob Williams is a big reason the Celtics have become so tough to score on. Jason Tatum says, Rob can guard anybody. You always know you got protection behind you if you get beat. He has the potential to win Defensive Player of the Year one of these days. I think that's in his future. So the Time Lord is biding his time, Kevin.
David, thanks. No tricks, only treats here, Greg, is we've got NBA action on Halloween. Greg, I have seen you sport some very interesting costumes over the years.
Yeah, the kids love it when I get dressed up and go trick-or-treating with them. And then I get to go through their candy stash. So it's a win-win.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. The forwards for them are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Devontae Graham is out there with Maledon. And it's Hayes in at the center position. And for the Celtics, out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Rob Williams is out there with Fall, and it's Rozier in at the point. Now here's Williamson, following the miss by Robert Williams. And it's Graham missing. Rozier against Graham. Here's Tatum. Some solid defense from Ingram. And it's the Pelicans' ball. Here's Graham. Knocks down the 10-footer.
And Graham keeping it simple that time, just taking the mid-range J. That's what the defense gave.
Shoots from the line. Brown kicks to Tatum. Lays it up off the glass.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And here is Maledon. Williamson right side. And the basket good. A bad shot that time.
You got to admire right now Zion being very assertive and feeling like his team needs this kind of offensive confidence.
Now here's Brown. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Now here's Brown. Out to the wing. Here's Fall. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Graham against Rozier. Now Graham. Again, a Pelican score.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Kept alive. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Zion's going to bring that to the table right there. A presence on the boards and determined to score once he gets his hands on that rock.
And the Pelicans making a change. Njai checked in. Now here's Brown. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. And stolen by Williamson. Pass to Maledon. Shoots the three. They grab their own miss. He goes up again. Intercepted. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Tatum leading the charge. Outside Williams. Pass to Fall. 9 feet out. And yes, it's good. Fall's got his second bucket of the night. And so Graham will bring it up for New Orleans. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher.
New Orleans making some changes here. Murphy's checked in. And it's Herbert Jones in for Maladon. And so it's New Orleans with it. They trail by 1. Here's Alexander Walker. And the dunk by Williamson.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
1:25 left to play here in the first. Here's Fall. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game. Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Pass to Fall. And stolen by Williamson. Over to the wing. Outside Murphy. And he's good on the 3-ball.
A smart play. Signs of Zion Williamson picking up what it is that's going on out there and being efficient.
Here's Rozier. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Utah.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it? So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 2 and will return shortly.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Such a wide open look. Graham's got the lead up to 4 now for New Orleans.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And for New Orleans, running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. He's out there with Williams, and it's Graham in at the point. And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. Maladon's checked in for New Orleans. It's tipped. McClung, the pass to Langford. Rejected by Ingram.
Ingram has that length to still be an effective shot blocker.
And it's blocked. The pass to Smart. This ball movement by Boston. Taken away by Hayes. Passes to Graham. Ingram up top. And the Pelicans miss again.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
He's guarded by Williams. Second chance shot. Hayes with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Rockets in Houston. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. There's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man. It is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Listen, if you're looking for a scorer and you're looking for a threat from the guard position, just look up one Devontae Graham.
They are just killing them on the interior.
He kicks to Ingram. Graham surveying the floor. Knocked loose. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Williams against Smart. Pass to Greg. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Melodon. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Njai checked in, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Devontae Graham.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
And he gets the bucket. Greg's got the lead up to 2 now for Boston.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Williams passes to Alexander-Walker. That's tipped. Here's Greg. He had 16 points in the win against Utah, and it's blocked. Now, here's Njai.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. McClung, the pass to length. Outside, Smart. 5 on the clock. Williams with the defensive effort.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Celtics have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 to 10. It's blocked, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Pelican substitution, Zion Williamson, Trey Murphy.
52 seconds left in the first half. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defensive foul.
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah. And teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an adjective.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And a look at the Mobile One drive, driving right into your living room.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Covered by Williamson. And he makes that one. And the Celtics lead by 2.
And you see Langford's ability as a facilitator, great court awareness. And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the back.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
34.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
I like how they're working the ball down low and finding easy looks. They may be tempted to switch things up in the second half, but I say stick with it. Force the other team to adjust to the way you play.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
All right, fans, give it up for...
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. New Orleans in the lead. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And for the Pelicans, Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Maladon is out there with Devontae Graham. And it's Hayes in at the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Tatum. Williamson with the block.
The potential of Zion on the defensive end, man, it is limitless down there.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last.
New Orleans ball.
Here's Graham for 3. Ingram. A three-pointer is right on target. Ingram's got the lead up to 6 now for New Orleans.
Ingram seems just more and more confident in his ability to shoot from the three-point line.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
They get it back. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. On the wing, Rozier. To the middle. Here's Fall. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist. Fall's got 14.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
Timeout called here.
Sees every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Tatum passes to Fall. Back to Tatum. Another shot. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Williams, he's checked in for Hayes.
Maladon.
Celtics trail by 6. And stolen by Williamson. Over to the left wing. Graham gets a wide open look. Again, the Pelicans score.
And Graham and his quickness, that is making the difference for him to get shots off.
Pass to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Williams with the block.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Tatum against Ingram. To the inside. And stolen by Williamson. The numbers in their favor. Here's Maladon. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Tatum passes to Fall. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And while it took Brandon Ingram some time, he has really turned into an incredible player.
Well, he's an amazing scorer. He's adding that ability to pass the ball and see the floor. So often you hear about players talking about the game slowing down. Well, for Ingram, it's getting to a snail's pace.
Here's Williamson. Nails the baby hook. Williamson's got 13.
sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And now the first. Timeout call here for Boston.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Njai checked in, and it's Herbert Jones in for Maladon. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And the Pelicans making a change here. Murphy's checked in.
Substitution, Trey Murphy.
On defense, Boston, 8-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Williamson looking it over. Puts it up from 12. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. That shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's Brown. The shot, no good. New Orleans leading by 8. And there's Williamson on the assist by Jones. Williamson's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, pretty dialed in right now as Zion is hitting everything. The team hoping he can maintain this.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. And he slams it down right on top of Robert Williams.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. As a second look at a mobile one drive, amazing control on display.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate.
Celtics trail by 15. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Tatum against Murphy. Tatum passes to Fall. Good on the bucket. Fall's got 20.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a beautiful turnover.
The Celtics shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here is Rozier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Yep, it goes in. The Pelican lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Fall.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Down low, and that one is stuffed right through.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And so it's New Orleans. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball.
Pelicans, 54.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Fall into the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5. Now the pass to Ingram. Poke loose. Hands the shot with nobody near him. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
I'd like to see that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
Rozier kicks to Tatum. From deep. He can't get that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And it's Graham missing. Celtics trail by 14. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position. They've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout, kind of let them catch their breath.
Boston, put your hands together. Once again.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
Entertainment.
New Orleans leading by 14. Passes it to Graham. Now here's Melodon. He's tightly guarded. Tipped away. And stolen by Tatum. Into the lane. And slam dunk by Tatum.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim.
Pass to Graham. Ingram against Tatum. Charity stripe shot. And it's Ingram missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Ingram with the steal. And stolen by Tatum. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. And it's Rozier. Graham with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The kick out to Tatum. And the lead is down inside single digits.
The quick thinking of Tatum. You have to be impressed with how he readies himself to shoot before he gets the ball.
Graham, the pass to Williamson. Back to Graham. He dishes it to Williamson. Just 4 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Tatum. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Second violation. Celtics ball.
1:58 left to play in the final quarter. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups. And I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Pelicans. Pass to Williamson. To stop the drought, and it's blocked. Tatum down low. He's covered by Ingram. And the basket by Tatum. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Great job by this team closing out. Blocking a bunch of shots and just a tremendous effort defensively.
The other part about tonight, you got to give credit to the coaching staff. They came in here with a great game plan, defensively locked in. They were ready for the sets. They jumped in passing lanes. They came away with steals. I mean, they anticipated just about everything.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Free throw, no good for Williamson.
There's such an aura around the way that Zion Williamson has come into the league. Such a different player, the way he moves, the way he jumps. There's no doubt that everybody has an eye on Zion.
Bounce pass, Ingram. Shot clock at 5. That one off the back iron and out.
Mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
New Orleans with the ball. They lead by 7. And it's good for 2. Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King.
You see the bounce. Tatum just explodes to the hoop so quick.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Tatum against Ingram. Graham, he's open. Off the left rim and out. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Brown. Money!
Love seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who really bashes it in the basket.
And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Is what you take.
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Pelicans ball.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Please give a big round of
They're down by 9. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
He hits the first one, and that pushed the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for Lewis. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.